What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, where we bring you Splinterlands content every single day, as well as doing daily streams over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound. So come by, say hello, and we do giveaways there every stream, and we do giveaways here every week. So make sure to leave your in-game username in the comments, and I go through on a weekly basis and pick out my favorite one. So make it a good comment. All right. So let's talk about this update. I've had a day to sit with it now. I think we've all collectively as a community have had a day to sit with it. And my focus today is how do you get out of Bronze 3, right? Because the rewards have now been nerfed a little bit further within Bronze so that you actually don't receive any DEC for in-game, any DEC for ranked battle wins in Novice and Bronze 3. All right, so Novice, I mean, that makes sense. I can understand Novice. It's such a small, portion, and this is really just when you're starting out. But Bronze 3 has a power requirement. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It's Bronze 2 that has a power requirement of 1,000 power and a rating of 400. Now, I'm not going to worry about the rating because you'll figure it out. You have to learn the strategies behind this game, and there's a lot of videos that I post. There's a lot of videos that other YouTubers post on how to strategize what different cards you can use, whether that's with the starter deck or renting. But there's several different strategies that you can take to get out of Bronze 2. To get out of Bronze 3 and into a rating of 400. So we're going to leave that there for now. What I want to focus on is the other requirement to get into Bronze 2, which is 1,000 power. Now, here's the thing, guys, and before we actually even dive into this, after sitting with it, the one thing that I realized is that it's actually quite difficult to do what I'm doing with my budget grind accounts. For those of you who have been following, all I did was put $10 into this account. It's an alt account for me. It's not my main account, and I'm kind of documenting my journey as I go along with it. And what I'm thinking of now is I put the $10 in, and I was able to earn DEC from the get-go, even though it was small amounts, so that I could start renting or buying cards and building up my collection power that way. So what I'm thinking about now is the fact that if you are just starting out and all you have is the $10 for the spellbook, you're kind of out of luck, right? Because there's no way for you to earn DEC in game that you can flip and turn into a rental to get you into a higher power, right? To get you the power to get into a higher league. That sucks. It does. There's no way around it. Now, that is somewhat salvaged by the fact that looking at this, you can still play the game with $10. And at the end of the season, if you remain in Bronze 3 because you cannot have the collection power to stay above Bronze 3, you still get 5 loot chests. And I know loot chests in the game in Bronze are nerfed, and you are going to get a credit or potion 90% of the time and a card 10% of the time. So what we're looking at is if you get, well, here's the thing. You can still win cards and you can still win credits. So there is still an option for you to do this. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And I think that is the point that the team is trying to make here, is that you can still get the $10. It's going to take you a lot longer now. But what this does is really remove, or at least hamper, the ability of these bots who don't have the power or need the power delegated to them, or whatever the case. And a lot of people are coming in with completely valid criticisms, in the comment section to the video I posted yesterday. But again, I don't think the team is trying to shoot themselves in the foot. Please, everybody just needs to take a deep breath and a step back and actually ask themselves, why is the team doing this, right? They are saying that this is in the long-term health and interest of the game. Realize that what they've done by issuing not just one, not just two now, but 3 tokens, is they're creating a tremendous amount of value for people who have invested into this game, right? So if you are coming into this game and all you're going to put in is the $10, you're not going to get much out of it. And I think that is okay. And you need to be okay with that. And you need to understand that you are paying $10 for a game that in the long run you can still win rewards with, right? You can still get your daily quests and you can still get your bronze rewards at the end of the season. And statistically, what you should get out of that is 45% credits. You might strike out and get barely anything to rent. You might strike gold and get something where you can start building your collection power naturally or organically, or being able to rent power to level up to bronze, right? It might take you a full season. It might take you 2 seasons. But also at the end of the season, with your 15 daily quests and 5 season reward loot chests, out of those 20, statistically 2 of those should be cards, and they could be any cards, right? And right now the floor price for these cards is 20 cents. So again, yes, the hill is getting steeper and steeper to climb, but there's still a way up, right? So let's take a step back now and focus on how do we get this 1,000 power. Now, the easiest, the way that I would recommend is buying cards, right? If you can afford to buy the cards, go for it, because then you have that there all the time. You're not subject to the market fluctuations at season end or season beginning or whatever the case is, or cancellations. And 1,000 power is actually a lot less than I think people realize. So let's go to the market here. And I know you can do this on Peak Monsters. That's not the focus of this video. We're going to stay strictly within the game itself. And so what I would do, and what I've been doing in the grind account, or at least what I was doing in the grind account before building up the collection power on my own, was renting out gold foil cards. Now, with these gold foil common cards, you can rent these out. Let me go to card rentals for a minute. If you come all the way to the bottom, and we are looking at not the new ones, right? So these ones, I call them the Fat Batman Signal. This is the Chaos Legion card design. So what you're looking for is anything else really, but Cracked is Untamed and Dice. That's the most recent one, and so those will probably be the next cheapest. You want to be renting these in order to get power, right? So each of these at a common level, common, gold foil, and the cracked versions here are going to get you 500 power each. Okay, so this Nightmare, I'm not even going to look at it because I think it's probably going to go super quick. Some of these towards the bottom might go super quick as well. But as you can see here, Phantasm, Feasting Seaweed, a lot of these are under, some of these are under 2-3 cents. So you can probably get away renting 1,000 power, grabbing 2 of these, right, for less than 5 cents a day. Is that a lot of money? I can't answer that question. I can't validly answer that question, because for some people in certain parts of the world, 5 cents is a lot, right? For those of you in places that might be a little bit more developed, we lose 5 cents. We lose 5 cents in the cushions. We probably lose a lot more than 5 cents in the cushions. So I'm just trying to be respectful of where everybody is coming from. But what I'm trying to say here is that you can probably rack up the credits, or rack up, if you can put a little bit more than the $10 for a spell book into this, to start getting into silver, or sorry, to get into bronze 2 and start earning DEC rewards. Now, what is the strategy that I would give for a brand new player, somebody starting out today? Start in novice, work with the starter deck, get your rating up so that it is at the bronze 2 level and ready for it, and then rent, right? Like, you got to grind a little bit in the game, then rent once you are at a place where you are close to the 400, I believe. Yeah, 400 rating, so that you can immediately get into bronze 2 by renting the power and then start earning DEC. And as you'll see, a lot of the DEC that you start earning in bronze 2 and then later in bronze 3 will be enough. I'm earning anywhere from 5 to 10 DEC in bronze 1 right now. I don't remember what it is for bronze 2, but I would assume, and we all know what they say when you assume, but somebody please correct me if you are currently in bronze 2, you can probably win anywhere from 1 to 2 DEC in a battle, right? I remember the sub 1 DEC, or like the fractional DEC, really being in novice and bronze 3. So in bronze 2, that is probably going to be at least 1 DEC per win. You win a couple of those, 5 of those, actually maybe 3 to 4 of those, in a day, and all of a sudden your rentals start paying for themselves, right? And then everything else from there is pure profit. And you just literally show up every day, rinse, repeat, do your daily quests, take whatever the game will give you. Because again, guys, you are getting this stuff for free-ish, right? You got to put the $10 in, but you are building equity within the game, right? And becoming, therefore, a long-term, or at least an investor, but hopefully a long-term investor in what this game offers. So here's the thing, guys. I get it. I get the frustration. I totally understand where you're coming from. But again, I don't think, for those of you who are accusing the team of like trying to shoo away new players, why would they do that? There's literally zero incentive. And all I'm asking for you to do is take a step back and understand what their perspective is. They're trying to make this game sustainable long-term. Everything that they have done, including this voucher system, has been to make it so that this game is sustainable in the long run, right? They could have, if people who are calling this a Ponzi scheme make me laugh, because they could have taken everybody's money right away. They could have issued all 3 billion SPS and then dumped it on the market and disappeared. They could have sold all 15 million Chaos Legion packs on the first day and been sitting on 60 million rather than issuing it out 1 million per month at a time. So again, just take a broader perspective. I get it if you're starting out, I get the frustration, but all I'm asking is that you take a broader perspective and understand where the team is coming from, and then use these strategies. And I'm sure many other people around Discord, Reddit, and other YouTubers are providing strategies on how to advance in the game. All right. So gold foil is where I would rent. Again, all you need are 2 of these in order to get to bronze 1. Sorry, bronze 2. To get to bronze 1, you would need, I guess, 10 of them, right? And that'll get you to that 5,000 power for bronze 1. What I've been doing, and I've been just kind of checking around, if I want to rent less cards, but for a little bit more, is if you do bump up to rares rather than commons, you can start grabbing these guys, and these guys are 2,000 power each rather than the 500 power for commons. Again, I'm seeing the prices being significantly higher though, right? So like Captain's Ghost at 9 cents is the lowest that I'm seeing from the Untamed edition. Whereas, I'm not going to count these guys under a penny, but let's just say 1.5 pennies, right? So, well, you know what? Let's just say it's 2 pennies, right? That's still going to be, for 4 of these to give you 2,000 power equivalents, will be 8 cents or less than 8 cents potentially. So you look around between common and rare, although if you do get a rare, just realize you're overshooting power by double, because you only need 1K to be in bronze 2 to start earning DEC. But if you are looking ahead and trying to get into bronze 3, this is a strategy that I've been using on my grind account, so don't steal them all from me, because then it makes it more expensive. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm in the business of sharing the information as soon as I get it with you guys. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. It's been a little bit of a emotional roller coaster kind of going through my comment section in addition to the Discord and Reddit. And again, I'm trying to empathize as best as I can, because I understand people are coming from all different places. And, for the newer players, it can be very discouraging. But at the end of the day, it's like, are you putting money into something else that is not giving you returns, right? At the end of the day, every season, statistically, you're going to come away with 2 cards that could be in value anywhere from 20 cents to $600, right? If you get a gold foil O'Shaughnessy or something. So something to keep in mind. And again, if you're doing this to flip and try to become rich overnight, you're in the wrong game. Go trade crypto and be very careful. I don't mean to say that lightly. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Keep an eye out on these gold foils. They've been very helpful for me, and I've seen the prices go up. I mean, we've seen prices go up across the board, and I think that's really a multitude of reasons. DEC and SPS have gone up. Oh, actually, look at this. It's only 537 now. DEC has gone up in value. It's way above its peg, as well as a bunch of new players who are coming in who are not bots and who are buying up or renting cards. So something to keep in mind. Best of luck in the game. If you find this content helpful or are enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you around the game. Have a good one.